Hi there, welcome. This is a short little reading for the solstice weekend for all of our air signs, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. So take what works, leave what doesn't. We're going to begin with Gemini and see what messages the universe has for all of our Geminis, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs for this weekend of the solstice. Grateful, thankful for the messages for the greatest and highest good for all of our Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs at this time. Alright, what messages for the solstice weekend? Now, this is just a short little reading, so we'll see what it is that comes out for all of you out there. All right, Gemini, what's happening? So, for some of you Geminis, I feel like there is a situation that you're trying to fix with someone. Here we have this Queen of Wands, a fire sign. I mean, but this Queen of Wands, she's just like not seeing how you guys are going to move on. And I think there's been a lot of, I don't want to say just manipulation, but I think there's been a lot of game playing between you and this person. And now somebody's wanting to come back and, you know, maybe see if they can give it another shot. But I'm also feeling like this person isn't really wanting to or ready to or open to possibly having any more to do with you. All right, let's see. What else can you tell us about this spread for our Geminis? So I get the feeling that this person that you were involved with, Gemini, they want more freedom. I think they saw that there was just, they tried everything to make things work. And I almost get the feeling that this person, if they've got to deal with you, they'd rather deal with themselves, you know, be on their own. For some of you, maybe, you know, there's somebody else involved. You know, that your person has eyes for someone else, somebody younger. Get some more clarity on these cards for our Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. There's definitely something that I just get the sense that you're not going to give a second chance to, because there's nothing left. I mean, there's nothing, you know, there's like, you know, you want this person to give you a second chance, you know, but they're exhausted. It's like they're done. I get the feeling they just want their own freedom because they've tried to make things work. And it's like somebody just wasn't, it's almost like, you know, two people, you know, as you get together, you grow together. But somebody was growing and the other person did not grow. So I feel like now you're at two different levels with your person. So I feel like now it's up to destiny. You know, I feel like there's, you know, there's been a lot done that's left you with a lot of anxiety, or your person with a lot of anxiety, trying to figure things out, how to make things work. You know, but I feel like emotionally there was a lot of detachment. I think money was an issue. There were times where you two couldn't talk. I see that with her not even looking at you. You know, when I say her, it could be him, you know, just, it's an energy, you know, but they're just having a really hard time trying to see what to do here. And an ending, you know, it's like there's been so much anxiety between you and your person that I think you even see that there may not be anything to do but to move on and give them their freedom, because your person may want their freedom. They may not want to be a part of this union anymore, and that will make everybody feel good. So you can't try to make somebody stay if they don't want to. So Gemini, I think this is a really heavy weekend for you. I mean, it's one that, you know, you've been really emotionally really stuck trying to figure out how to fix things and turn things around, because somebody got really beat up in this whole package. And my feeling is it's this Queen. And it's like, I think you also know that this is going to be a hard one to make up from, whatever it is that you did. You know, because this Chariot reversed is, you know, put everything in a stop. So let's stop. And I think the two of you need to really look at it before any decisions are made. Because somebody really wants a second chance for a future. And your Queen is just wondering, gosh, I just don't know. But out came the Six of Wands. So there is hope. There is hope to turn this around, Gemini. You know, but it's going to require an awful lot of work. And something that you've been doing over and over again that has not been working now needs to be stopped. I think that's what needs to be looked at. Because emotionally, you know, there's people, you know, somebody shut down, really shut down. Either that's you or them. But I'm definitely picking up that, you know, there's hope, but it's not going to be easy to get this one back on track. Yeah. So I feel like this, if you are the King of Pentacles here, Gemini, I think, you know, you need to look at really what's going on, because I get the sense when the King of Pentacles is reversed, this is somebody who's lost control of their home, their business, their work. They don't have a good sense of perspective when it comes to their material possessions. It's almost like it's an abusive kind of energy, in that, you know, you're reckless with your money, you're reckless spending your money, you know, I'm the boss, I can do whatever I want type of energy. So I think you need to be very aware of that, that you're kind of coming across that way. And that makes for a very difficult person, you know, with this energy. And I think it's time to start healing rather than, because I get the, you know, are you defensive? Are you being really defensive? You know, because there's something that, and here's your Queen. You know, there's so much that's not being spoken. And I think at one time there was a lot of stability between you two. Something came up. Yeah. And out come the cards, you know, like the Queen. This is about, you know, somebody who's holding back. You know, they're being very reserved, you know, because somebody doesn't want to get hurt again. But they're watching you, you know, to see, gosh, does he really mean it this time? All right, so let's move on, because we can go on and on with you, Gemini. All right, who's next? We are going to Libra. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs for this weekend of the solstice. What messages do you have, dear universe, for all of our Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs for the solstice weekend? Grateful, thankful for the messages. I feel like you're a little balanced. You're feeling balanced. Things are starting to work your way. I think you're feeling pretty good. That's what I'm picking up. All right, let's see. Libra, what's going on? Get the deck. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. What messages do you have for this weekend of the solstice for our Libras? That's a powerful energy to begin with. So maybe some of you Libras are pregnant. Maybe you want to be pregnant. This is really a good weekend for creativity. If there's a project that you're trying to work on, if you're an artist. I mean, this is just a powerful energy of really being in control and knowing who you are. Now, you may be involved with somebody in their sign. And between the two of you, there could be a disconnect. Things aren't working as they should. A little bit of dissension there. So I feel like there's going to be a real communication, like, you know, where you two are going to sit down and really talk about, like, whether or not this future between us is going to work. There seems to be a lot of that going on. But the fact that there's communication, I feel very encouraged. You know, because I feel like you as an Empress, because this is your energy here, Libra. I think you being the Empress, you're really trying to make sure that your future is set. You don't want to get with somebody who's going to, you know, I want to say offer you everything, and then when you get together, you know, they're a whole different person once, you know, you guys are together. It's funny energy that I'm picking up, but that's what I get. It's like on one aspect, they're really, really great. You know, they've got their shit together. They've got a good job. He's the boss. You know, he's got a great house. He's also married. Maybe you're dealing with somebody who's married, because we have here the Magician card, you know, reversed. So I feel like there's somebody who's really powerful, but not always on the up and up. And I think you should be very aware of that. And if you are dealing with somebody like that, maybe you might want to move on and go in your own direction. Because I think you know that this could end up being a very toxic situation with this person. So if you are involved with this King of Pentacles and it's an affair, it's somebody you're not married to, they are married. Okay, so just be aware of that. And this is somebody you've dealt with already in the past. You know this person, you know, but communication is going to happen. Anything else for our Libras before we move on to our Aquarians? Anything else for our Libras? Sun, Moon, Rising. Oh, yeah, this person is a player. They are a player, Libra. Be aware. You know, it's like you know better. You know better. And I feel like, how many times are you going to call upon your guardian angel to pull you out of yet another situation you've gotten yourself into? With this person who is no good for you. Move on. Move on and away from somebody who is going to harm you or not treat you in a good way. All right, let's see. That's what we have for Libras. Hit that chime. All right, let's move on to our Aquarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. What messages do we have for our Aquarius? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Messages for the greatest and highest good, dear Libra. Not Libras, Aquarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, universe. We're looking for messages for the greatest and highest good for all of our Aquarians out there. Good ideas coming through. Aquarians, you guys are the inventors. You guys have amazing minds, you know, like very worldly minds. You're trendsetters is how I like to see the Aquarians, because you guys aren't afraid of, you know, different things. You know how to live outside of the box. All right, let's see. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Maybe you're dealing with a Virgo. All right, let's see. Let's get a real clear picture of what's going on for you. So I feel like somebody's mad at somebody. You're really mad, but not mad enough to walk out the door. But you are mad. Whoever this is really, really pissed off. Really pissed off. Yeah, so here you are, really upset, angry, mad, not knowing what to do. You want to walk away, but you don't want to walk away. You're king on, you know, I mean, you guys are just not seeing each other right now. But I feel like somebody's ready to open up, okay? And it's going to take the two of you to sit down and really have a conversation. But I think this weekend, don't be surprised, Aquarius, if, you know, you might find yourself out and about in a social situation, and that's when all of a sudden you will realize that, you know, what you need to do is to open up. Because I think your person wants to open up, but they don't know how to approach you because you are so angry. Now, I don't know what you did, Aquarius, but whatever you did, it really upset them. You know, so this is one of those weekends that you gotta be really honest, because you did something that was really upsetting. It's like behind their backs, you did something, and it was almost like you were doomed to fail. It's like you knew you were going to get caught. You knew they were going to find out. You knew that they were going to get upset. You know, so maybe, you know, you were out with some old friends and, you know, that made your person really upset. I don't know, you know, but I get the feeling that, you know, now you're trying to figure out how we're going to talk to this person and open back up so that even you can have communication. So, Aquarius, even though you're really pissed off and you're really angry, you need to just cool down long enough so that they can talk, so that you guys can talk to each other. You know, because if not, I think you guys can remain in a stalemate for a long time, you know, and it's like you're not going to get anywhere. It's better to like really deal with what's going on. So just keep that in mind. You're right, Aquarius. Anything else for Aquarius regarding the spread before we move on? Yeah, so it'll give you a fresh new start. I think, you know, you need to, again, I get the sense like cool down, calm down, you know, take a deep breath, take some time, you know, maybe sleep on it. And just know that, you know, you two will have the ability to come together and open up and talk and maybe get a fresh new start between the two of you. So it's a lover's spat. It will be over. All right. So that's what I've got for you. I know you feel bad, Aquarius, but, you know, it's like you can't be doing things that you know they're not going to like to do. Because it's like, I felt like whatever it was you did, Aquarius, you knew that they weren't going to approve of whatever it was you were doing. But you pretended it was going to work anyway. So anyway, that's what I've got for you, Aquarius. I will see you at the next reading. Next week I will be doing love and the new moon. Oh. So tune in, be a part of that. Yeah, see, you want this to work. You want everything back again like it was. It's just like you just don't want to end up single again, you know, as a result of all of this. You know, because you really were happy with them. You're not happy being on your own. And I think for this Aquarian, you do better with someone than being on your own. Some of us, we just need to have our person next to us. All right, so I'll see you next week with Love in the New Moon. And until then, blessed be. And like I said, tune in, like, share, comment, be a part of my channel. I really appreciate it. All right, until then, blessed be. Bye now.